Hey guys, Aaron here with Outrunning Ordinary. We've got our 7.3 diesel. We're going to get back going. Wintertime up here is pretty brutal. Indiana has a lot of salt, a lot of snow, and a lot of bad weather that rusts out frames. If you're curious, check out below. Ignore the straight pipe, but look how clean everything is. For an older truck, this is pretty clean. Now, in order to keep it clean, you don't drive in the wintertime. Yeah, look at that. Daggone. Some of these frames on these older trucks, look at that weed out of here. Some of these frames on these older trucks are brutal. This one is very clean. So, in order to keep your frames clean and your trucks from rusting out and everything from falling apart, which a lot of these old trucks have, what we usually do is decommission them in the wintertime. We do a lot of construction and heavy equipment operating usually during the year. When it gets wintertime, salt, snow, everything starts to accumulate on the roads. That's when we decommission our trucks, especially the older ones, to keep them intact and keep them good to go. So what we're going to do today, we're going to get some batteries in it. The weather's starting to warm up a little bit. Indiana's officially out of the snow season, which it's not 100%. It could still come back. We're going to get some batteries in this. We're going to crank it up. First start of the year for the 7.3. We're going to tape it for you guys. It should start right up. The last time we worked on this truck or serviced it was November, December, maybe, of last year. We put a new IPR and ICP valve and sensor in it. Everything should be good to go. About 10, 15 years ago, which we'll show you a picture here, it's going to upload on the side. About 10 or 15 years ago, I rebuilt this whole thing. It took everything apart, put new pistons in it, bigger turbo, did the whole 9 yards. This is not a stock truck by any means. I believe it's a TS6 position chip. We put that in it. It's a lot of fun. It's got the ZF5 manual transmission. Really cool old truck. It's a 1995 model. The first year for the actual Powerstroke of the 7.3, I believe, was 94 and a quarter, 1994 and a half, all the way up until 2003 and a quarter. Later in 2003, the first 6-liter diesel came out. Which, side note, I had one of those. I wish I still did so I can make videos on it. I don't have it anymore. Those were notorious for blowing up, and I did a whole bunch of stuff to that one. ARP head studs, new cylinder heads, the whole 9 yards. I don't have it anymore. If I get another one, I'll film it. This is Lemon, by the way. She's next to us. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the truck running. I'm going to disconnect it from our Diamond C trailer, and we're going to get it in use so that way we can start using it this year. Thanks. Alrighty, guys, let's open the hood. I haven't opened this truck in a minute. Here's the manual. Man, there's a couple mice got in here. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, we're going to open the hood and put some batteries in this thing. Alright, guys, walking around. Got the old Warren winch. I think that's a 11,000 pound one. If I can find this, it's been a second. Oh, dropped the phone. That's pretty cool. Super cool. Anyway, yeah, got the batteries out. The old 7.3. Guys, this is a pretty legendary setup. A lot of people like it. It's got the cold air intake, which is the most redneck possible way to do it. I definitely bypassed. Well, I won't say bypassed. I definitely changed up the traditional cold air intake. K&N has the actual kit. This is kind of homemade, if you can tell. But really good setup. 7.3, that is. We're going to put some batteries in here. Notice I take them out. Usually in the wintertime when we don't run trucks, we take them out because it doesn't really drain the batteries, but the batteries just time hooked up. Shouldn't be a parasitic drain, which that's a side note. Look that up if you want to. It looks like a mouse got up in here at some point. But yeah, our goal today, task, put some batteries in this, crank it over, check some fluids, make sure everything's good to go. I will film it for you guys. This hasn't run in, oh shoot, 4, 5, 6 months. Not 6, 4 months maybe. Hasn't run in 4 months. Top off a couple fluids, get some things going, show the crank start. I know a lot of the guys like to crank stuff. Make sure everything's good to go in here, which I think it is. Can't tell. Oh, it's got fluid in there, look at that. So anyway, yeah, well, I'll give it a quick look through, make sure everything's good to go. Before I crank it, I will show you guys, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, batteries are in. About to check some fluids. About to make sure everything is good to go. If you can tell, I think you can see the date on that battery. Battery is old as sin, sick, yeah. So these are what I had with me. I didn't realize that the batteries were that old, so we're gonna make sure this even works. They should work. These came out of another machine. As soon as I get this back to the shop, what I'm going to do is put new batteries in it. Change the oil, get everything set up for the season. Again, this hasn't run in 3 or 4 months, so actually 4 or 5 months. I want to make sure everything's good to go. I'm going to check the oil level, ZF5 transmission checks underneath, so are the diffs and stuff. I'll check everything. We use this to pull trailers and pull machines around. I don't drive it every day, but we drive it enough that I want to check it. So all that we're doing today is getting this truck started. We're going to take it to the shop, make sure everything's good to go, change all the fluids. If this thing works like it's supposed to, and the glow plug controller controls like it's supposed to, and the batteries crank like they're supposed to, and everything does what it's supposed to, this truck should fire up no problem, even when sitting. Shouldn't crank too long. This is a high pressure oil system. This is what high pressure oil is what makes the actual injectors fire and this actual thing to work. The low pressure oil pump builds oil pressure to the high pressure oil pump, and then the H-pump, or a high pressure oil pump, flows it to the injectors to make this fire. So should be good to go. Oil levels checked, everything's good. We want to get this thing running, then we're going to disconnect the trailer and we're going to go from there. All right, guys, got the exhaust zoomed in because a lot of people like this. This is straight piped all the way back, 4-inch down, 4-inch tube, 4-inch all the way out. I think it does go down to a 3-inch tailpipe. Maybe that's a 4, I don't know, I have to remember, or I have to measure it to remember. But anyway, this is on, we're gonna crank it. Again, hasn't run in a long time. This is totally cold. This is totally not run in 4, almost 5 months. I guess it hasn't been that long, maybe it's been 3, maybe 4, I don't know. It's been definitely a minute. It's been sitting for a while. It's long enough to pull the batteries out, let's put it that way. So, I've got these in. Hope these oldest Sin batteries can start. I hope this all works like it's supposed to. There's my dog. It's gonna run out as soon as I turn this truck on, and we'll see what happens. So this is for you guys. I'll tell you what, that is when a good running 7.3 does what it's supposed to. It's supposed to start that easy, guys. That's it. Good glow plugs. That solenoid I showed you earlier was a relay. I hope you can hear me. The truck's running. Started right up. It hasn't run in 4 months. I'm not making that up. It started right up. Great oil pressure. Great high pressure oil pump, IPR, ICP, the whole 9 yards. What goes wrong with these trucks is usually oil related or injector problems. When I rebuilt this engine, now this was a while ago, I put brand new, I believe they were Huey, I'll have to look it up. Brand new Alliant Power, Huey, Alliant Power is the brand. Brand new Alliant Power ones. I think they were $3 or $4 grand for all 8. It was crazy. But anyway, look at this. Truck is on. Truck is running. Look at this thing. Listen to that. Look at that. 7.3. I got a charger on this because I didn't know how long the batteries are going to run. Oh, man. And guys, that's as simple as it needs to be. I hope you can hear me. I'm not trying to yell. The truck is running right now. Hasn't run in forever. The 7.3 is a great motor. We have a bunch of different 90s. Basically every American made, and I'm trying to think before I say this, I think we have it. Every American-made diesel, from all the way up to the N14 Cummins and a big International, all the way down to like the 6.5, 7.3, 5.9, 12 valve, whatever. We have all series of them. We have all of them. I love the 90s trucks. I know you saw that in an earlier video. When they run like they're supposed to, you've got good glow plugs, and you do good oil maintenance, and you do good high-pressure oil pump service. Again, oil changes is a big part of it. When you do what you're supposed to, even when they set for months, they're supposed to fire up that quick. It's not warm out here. It's about 50 degrees, maybe 45, 50 degrees. I did not turn the high idle on the chip. I think it's still in the normal 5 or 6 position. I guess the 5 position. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it in a minute. I should have looked at it. I didn't do it. Starts right up. So if you were thinking about a 7.3, they are really, really good motors. No emissions. They run for a really long time. This original motor, and I say original, it's not original. It's definitely customized, it's definitely updated, and I've done a bunch of stuff to it. So it's not stock anymore. However, the stock ones, even though they don't have a whole lot of power, they're still really good. If you take care of these, and if you're curious about an OBS Ford, here's living proof. I highly recommend it. All I did was put batteries in this, guys. All I did was turn it right on. You saw the whole thing. I didn't think it was going to start, but I'm in shock right now. I'm pleasantly surprised. So here's your video. Here is your 7.3. If you're thinking about it, buy one. I really like this one. What I might do later this year, our situation's changed with us doing this now and a couple other things. I'm going to change the bed out on this. It's got set up for a gooseneck and whole 9 yards. I'm going to put a utility bed on it. My son races four-wheelers, and we're doing a couple things that way. I'm going to put a service bed on it. I'll film that in another video. So hope you guys liked it. Here's the 7.3. It runs great. I'm going to get ready to disconnect the trailer. I'm going to go take it to the shop. I'm going to put brand new batteries in it, even though they did start, which I'm surprised. Brand new batteries, do an oil change, and get it back on the road. Thanks, guys.